For help is on the way now for Kansas schools with staff shortages. I'm Kelly Eckerman. The State Board of Education is voting to temporarily ease the requirements for substitute teachers. KMBC 9's Emily Hallwick is live now in Kansas City, Kansas with reaction from local districts.
Well, here in the Kansas City, Kansas School District, 150 staff members were out sick last week, either with COVID or quarantined because of COVID. And so today's vote is going to help ensure that every classroom is staffed to help keep schools open across the state. A shortage of substitutes in Kansas City, Kansas schools has been made worse by rising rates of COVID after the holiday break.
It has called us to be very creative.
Cynthia Folks, the district's assistant director of HR, says it's putting more stress on staff.
They agree to go ahead and take some of those other classes or to possibly sometimes combine classes.
Please raise your hand.
But hope for relief came Wednesday with a unanimous vote by the Kansas State Board of Education to temporarily reduce requirements for subs.
It's a very difficult decision because we want to make sure that we have high standards, but we also need to address what is become an emergency situation.
The emergency declaration removes the requirement of 60 college credit hours. Qualifications include a high school diploma, background check, and an online application through the state. You also have to be hired by a district.
But we definitely need some additional help to be able to keep those doors open for kids.
Blue Valley schools also support the measure.
Some of our subs are unable to be able to accept a job because they themselves are sick or they're caring for a loved one who is sick.
Despite the changes, schools want parents to rest assured.
Even with these reduced requirements, we're still going to be looking for quality individuals.
And board members are encouraging school districts to keep communication open with them, to tell them about the pros and cons as they go through this process so that the board can take that into consideration as they make decisions for schools moving forward. Reporting live in Kansas City, Kansas, Emily Hallwick, KMBC 9 News.
The changes will be in effect until June 1st. The Board of Education will revisit the issue in May to decide whether to keep the emergency declaration in place. The Bonner Springs Edwardsville School District is canceling class for the rest of the week. The district is seeing a rise in COVID cases. Today, nearly a quarter of the student body was absent due to illness. Schools will reopen Tuesday after the Martin Luther King holiday. The district says illnesses with staff have not been an issue. The highly contagious Omicron strain will find just about everybody. That's according to Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's leading infectious disease expert. He says Omicron's transmission rate is unprecedented.
Virtually everybody is going to wind up getting exposed and likely get infected. But if you're vaccinated and if you're boosted, the chances of you getting sick are very, very low.
Omicron does continue to drive up hospitalizations across the country. In Missouri, they're up 51% over the last 2 weeks. In Kansas, they're up 34%. Now, we may be seeing record numbers of COVID-19 cases with the Omicron variant, but there might be reason to feel hopeful. Our Haley Harrison talked to the president of the American Medical Association, who says there is a silver lining.
Oh, that's right, Kelly. His perspective may seem maybe a little surprising given all the really difficult news we've also heard about the virus recently. But Dr. Gerald Harmon says things could be much worse if not for the vaccines.
One of the good things about, and you're always looking for silver linings in the current cloud of the Omicron variant, is it tells us that vaccines do work to reduce the seriousness of the disease. Even with the Omicron variant, it reduces the transmissibility, it reduces the likelihood you're going to get sick, wind up in a hospital, and even die. So it's a need. It emphasizes the need for doing it.
In South Carolina, where Dr. Harmon is a family physician, the vaccination rates are similar to what they are right here in Kansas and Missouri, and that's currently 57% fully vaccinated in Kansas and 53% in Missouri. He says never in his 40-year career has he ever had to address this much misinformation about public health as he is right now, Kelly.
Thank you, Haley. Now, Harmon made news last week when he called the CDC's new quarantine guidelines confusing and counterproductive. We'll have more on that coming up on our news at 5.